desperation for Real Madrid. They were being outplayed, they were being out.
In football, some matches create legends. But once in a generation, there's a night so magical, so unbelievable, that it changes a player's entire legacy forever. And for Karim Benzema, that night came on March 9, 2022. The UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid vs PSG. Second leg. The biggest stars in football were on one side. Lionel Messi, Neymar, and the unstoppable Kylian Mbappé. PSG looked unbeatable. They had already won the first leg 1-0 in Paris. And at the Santiago Bernabéu, they looked ready to finish the job. For 60 minutes, Real Madrid were dead. The fans were silent. The pressure was crushing them. Then, Mbappé scored. PSG were now leading 2-0 on aggregate. The Bernabéu was frozen. Real Madrid needed 3 goals. Against one of the strongest attacks football had ever seen. And that's when Karim Benzema decided to change history. At 34 years old, many thought his best days were over. But Benzema wasn't finished. He was just getting started. Minute 61. PSG goalkeeper Donnarumma receives the ball. Benzema presses him aggressively. One mistake. One loose pass. And suddenly, Vinicius squares the ball across goal. Benzema scores. 1-1 on the night. 2-1 PSG on aggregate. The stadium explodes. The comeback begins. And PSG? They started to panic. You could feel it. The confidence disappeared. The Bernabéu smelled blood. Then came minute 76. Luka Modric, at 36 years old, dances through the PSG midfield like a magician. A perfect outside foot pass slices through the defense. Benzema arrives. First touch. Shot. Goal. 2-1 Real Madrid. Now the aggregate score is tied. And PSG are collapsing in real time. But Benzema wasn't done. 1 minute later, PSG lose the ball again. The ball falls kindly to Benzema outside the box. No hesitation. No fear. Just pure instinct. Bang. Bottom corner. Hat-trick. In just 17 minutes. The Bernabéu turns into absolute chaos. Fans screaming. Players celebrating. PSG completely broken. And standing in the middle of it all was Karim Benzema. A player once criticized. Doubted. Overshadowed for years. Now delivering one of the greatest Champions League performances ever. That night wasn't just a comeback. It was a coronation. Because from that moment, everyone knew who the best player in the world was. Not Messi. Not Neymar. Not Mbappé. Karim Benzema. The man who carried Real Madrid through impossible nights. The leader. The finisher. And months later, football gave him the ultimate reward. The 2022 Ballon d'Or. But deep down, everyone already knew he had won it. On the night he destroyed PSG.